Welcome to the DJ Insider Podcast, sponsored by Amplified Events.
It's the only podcast where we break down insider information from our weddings, experience, and advice from over 15 years in the wedding industry.
We're your hosts. I'm Mike Kane, owner of Amplified Events.
And I'm Joe Obamani, the general manager of Amplified Events.
Let's get into it.
We're back.
How
you doing?
Good.
Cool.
And welcome to the podcast, Emanuel Brantley.
Yes, welcome.
Glad to have you on. You're one of our new DJs.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you.
So we typically start this thing by kind of recapping our last gigs. I know, Joe, you had one last Friday.
Yep.
And then we'd love to hear about Emanuel's too, and we can talk about mine if you want. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me about your gig.
Yeah, definitely. So mine was another great one. It was at the Walden, 10 out of 10. Just what a party. I mean, definitely. Coordinator was great. Photographer was great. Just everybody got along. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody crushed it. So,
Any song of the nights that you hit, or surprise songs that hit than you would think they wouldn't hit?
genuinely every song hit. Like, it was one of those ones where every single song hit and everyone was out on the dance floor all night. One of those really rare ones. But I couldn't even tell you which song like hit because they all did. Like, literally all of them did.
Full floor all night.
Yes, it was hard to maneuver through the crowd. It was just such a good party.
Did they give you a full list, or did they give you some of stuff and you had to work in other stuff?
So they gave me 30 songs, I think, for this one. Was it that one? So this couple, they gave me 50 songs. Yeah, no, they gave me everything. But they said just kind of do whatever. Like, they're nothing was mandatory. They don't really care. Just kind of go with the vibe. They just care about their guests having a good time. So we kind of were all over the place genre wise. We kind of went back to some of the stuff I usually like to open up the dance floor with. Kind of later in the night, we went back to some of that stuff because early in the night, they wanted to get to dancing right away. But then some of the older folk were still there, and they're like, we just want to dance. We also want to get out there, but we don't know some of this music. Can we go back? So then jump around like that kind of like reset us back into going into some older music. But it was really fun. Just great party. Some dirty rap too. It was all over. I mean, we did Mo Bamba and we did. Yeah, it was really cool.
Checklist.
Yeah, so couple was really happy. They gave me a hug at the end of the night.
Nice. Yeah, I was printing their photos. They looked like a lot of people had fun and good photos, beautiful people.
Yeah.
So that's
beautiful
cool.
people. That's
Beautiful.
always a trend at the Walden. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's families are beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. I always feel so ugly there. Underdressed. I could be like in a tux and I would still feel underdressed and disgusting.
I'm like Sloth from Goonies DJing their weddings.
Yes.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, guys. It's me.
That's funny. That's a specific venue that you say you feel underdressed at, or?
Yeah. That's the Walden. Super nice
fancy
venue in Chicago. And you can be, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could be in a tux and I'd still feel underdressed. Like, there are some weddings there that are just so nice. And the money that goes into them and the effort that goes into them.
Everyone's dressed to the nines,
Yeah, their coordinators put together like a 30-page template for every single wedding that happens.
Wow.
Every single wedding that goes through at 9 a.m. day of, this is going to happen. At 9:30, makeup arrives. At 10:30, the bride arrives. Just literally breaking down everything so that it really leaves the day up to like no error. And they have backups for everything if there are any issues. And they confirm everything with the vendors ahead of time, which takes a lot of stress off the couple, so they don't have to do it.
And off the vendors, because it's like, there's always someone in charge that's coordinating for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Typically, weddings don't have like coordinators. Like, everybody's just like connected with the
Really depends. So there's some times where some couples kind of opt not to have a coordinator, or sometimes where the venue has a coordinator. But with this venue specifically, they're just very in depth. A lot of venues are going to give you a good timeline, a good how to kind of run things, help you very much so. They're very helpful.
That makes sense.
But there are some couples that opt not to have a coordinator as well, because I mean, there's times where they don't really need one if it's just like a reception.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Or there's just
sense.
A buffet style reception where they just want a DJ and we're kind of announcing, go up and get your food. They don't really need a ton of staff. Like, there's some times where it doesn't really make sense to have a coordinator.
Like the one I was just talking to you about that we wanted you to cover is it's just a backyard wedding.
Okay.
It's gonna be really chill. They don't need a firm timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, things will probably get off timeline. Dinner will probably go a little longer or shorter, and that's just kind of how it goes with some of those events. But with the Walden, it's like they plan it down to the minute.
It's
and
like
dinner's
military
coming
precision.
out at 7:33, and like speeches are 7:47, and
Wow.
they crush it. And
Yeah.
the couples know exactly what they're gonna get beforehand, and they're consistent every time. And I like to think that that's kind of what we offer as well, is that consistency every single time.
Yeah.
And that assurance beforehand that we've got it covered. I mean,
Yes.
we've got it handled. We're professionals. We're going to connect with the other professionals in the room
Yeah.
and make sure that it goes off properly.
We like working with people who are easy to work with. And so we try to be people who are easy to work with, because I find that people who are on their game and are easy, like just boom, boom, boom. What do you need from me? Like that check-in, they're already, then there's people who are like, oh my gosh, I'm 5 minutes later. They're just stressed out, and they're bringing their stress to everybody else.
Right.
And they're prioritizing their thing over everybody else's things, forgetting the holistic approach to a wedding. But there's places like the Walden that get it. That just like, there's a holistic approach to this thing. And in fact, couples who book with us, we're going to guarantee that this goes well we recommend vendors. We work with these vendors. We organize all the vendors on all of it, and make sure everybody's communicating and having a good time. It really does. It elevates the whole game, in my opinion. It makes it so easy to. It's funny to me that the hardest thing about working at the Walden is the drive there.
Is the drive.
We just got to drive there. We got to deal with Chicago traffic. That's the hardest thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything else is super easy. The load-in's easy.
Wow.
Working with the staff is easy. The timeline's easy. The setting up where everything is the same, super easy. We're a great team over there.
Is it on the lake? Or
No. So it's actually on the north side.
It's kind of by
you
United.
go around the city, but but not on the water. So
Kind of
you
by
can
the United Center.
okay, that's
Yeah.
sweet. That's sweet. Is it like elevated, like you can kind of see the city, or is it like
You can upstairs.
okay.
Upstairs.
The
yeah.
ceremony has a beautiful like cityscape, and I think they can go out on the roof for pictures and
That's
stuff.
sweet. That's cool.
See the skyline.
That's the vibe. That's
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
vibe.
sick.
Especially if it's like gets towards nighttime and stuff like that. And that's like the best
They
feeling.
get some really good pictures out there for
That's
sure.
cool.
And they do go up on the roof for pictures. I was talking to the photographer last time. They give them the key and they let them go out there
Oh,
as long
wow.
as it hadn't rained. It rained on the 3rd, so they didn't allow them to go on the roof for pictures. But on the 10th, when I was back there, they did. I forgot my light pole there when we were there on the 3rd, and they saved it for me. So thank you guys, if you're listening, for saving that for me. But I was able to get that back. It's like an $80 pole. So save me from buying that again.
Save you some money. It's always good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So what do you remember about your wedding? A couple weeks ago, we were with Cole.
Mhm.
What are the highlights, lowlights, things that you remember about that event?
Well, I know that was my very first wedding in
Yes.
general, period. So going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew it was a banquet hall. I've been in banquet halls and stuff like that. But the setup was just like amazing off a rip. Like it's like, man, like it was just gorgeous because it's like two different sides of the I didn't know the simple basics of a wedding how like one side is one family and the other side is the other family in the middle. I just like that setup and everything. But setup wise, like on our side, it was definitely, I like the way we get in quick and get out quick. I didn't realize that like a lot of companies I work for, obviously everybody got different things and we are in a different field, but we didn't have to set up a stage, obviously. It's just we come in, put our stuff in, and it sounds good, sounds quality. And then what's those called? Uplights, putting those around, that really adds some presence to the room. And I don't know what those things called, like the dance lights.
Yes.
Those really added a lot of presence to the dance floor, and yeah, it just really looked really just professional. Added just enough, but not too much. Like no cords everywhere. It was cool. The setup was very intuitive. It wasn't like, oh, where does this go? And the venue was nice and spacious. It never felt too crowded or too tight, which I know that probably could mess up a lot of things for a couple. It's like it feels like kind of weird, but they chose the right venue. Obviously, you guys work with some great venues to know, okay, because the venue represents the company as well. You don't want to, not to say anything about anybody's venue, but it's like it represents the company. So
Yeah, it definitely does. And a bad layout can also change how your dance floor goes. If the
That's
tables
facts.
are too tight and you're so far away from the dance floor as the DJ, it's going to be a lot harder to get them dancing if you're 100 feet away.
Sure.
Or if the tables are so crowded that there's only this amount of space to dance, it's going to be really hard to get everybody out there and have it even
100%.
look full.
100%.
So yeah, the venue definitely plays so much into that.
Definitely.
You guys were out in Chicago?
where,
Illinois?
no, that was
Deerfield or Killdeer?
Yeah,
Killdeer,
yeah,
Illinois.
Yeah. It was a lot of traffic. Not a lot of traffic, but a lot of construction wasn't doing nothing. But it was cool. Sweet drive. It wasn't too bad. The venue was cool. Like we pop in through the back, and like I said, the setup was nice. The couple was super nice, and the groom's father was very just sweet and like just cool and just like helpful. It was just a very stress free gig. I'm glad that's how it felt. It didn't feel like rushed or ever y'all mentioned earlier. If somebody's tense, that can make everybody else feel tense.
Definitely.
Cole was really good at just like controlling the situation and just leading, being a great lead. So I appreciate him for being a good lead and setting a great example. Because as my first wedding and first gig with Amplified Events, it could have threw something off. Like if I was like, oh man, it makes me feel stressed, and I don't like. Nobody likes to
turned you away from the job entirely.
Yeah, nobody likes being stressed. So you guys chose the right one to help me start with. And I'm sure everybody else is just the same way. So
yeah.
It's definitely more where that came from.
More in my back pocket, huh?
Did anything surprise you, stand out to you?
Let's see.
About anything we do or about the wedding itself, details from that. Like I said, the setup, the intuitive setup. When he pulled out the board, I know you guys mentioned it when it was during the interview, but I didn't expect it to be so with everything in there and it's like ready and it's like going. That's cool. I never. A lot of it's pre-wired. It's just click. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like okay, you got wires. You got a giant table. It was very intuitive and very just nice setup, clean setup. That's kind of what stood out a lot for me. Like, it looks professional. It didn't look like it was too much. The speakers obviously were super cool. I think that sub was at the bottom, and then the speakers.
Yeah, the line arrays.
Yeah, those were cool, and just the sound system, the microphones, everything like that. That controller or that desk, I don't know what's it called.
The booth.
The booth. Yeah. That thing has everything you need.
It does.
It has the freaking
Yes,
mic holders. It holds the mics. Like everything you need is packed up in there. So yeah, it was sweet the way you just put your laptop up in there. That's I mean, I love like everything gear music wise. So of course I'm geeking out on that. But
yeah,
the whole setup and the feeling was cool. Even the people that was like in the wedding, they was cool. Cause somebody brought like a bubble gun. And that was super cool because I ended up passing it out and they had like light sticks.
Did you get to use the bubble gun?
I did.
Yeah, I love when they let us use that stuff.
Yeah, the kids fell in love. I remember like I took the bubble gun. I was this little kid. I was like, look, she was like, oh, wow. Gave it to her. And that's just like, that's more than the job. Just being there to help people enjoy their moment, because that's a moment that you're gonna remember. And that's even for the kids. It's like, okay, yeah, because kids, we probably can remember small stuff from like going to Disneyland and stuff like that. But that's a moment that they're gonna look back and remember. So just being able to be in that moment, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just like that's like the funnest part about it, honestly, helping people. Because those foam lights, I was passing them around like join the party. But that was fun, just being a part of the function, not in an overdoing way, but in a way that's like welcoming people to be a part. But I like that.
Definitely rewarding.
Yeah,
100%. To work with.
Do you remember if there was like a song of the night or something that hit really well, or something that was like I didn't think this would hit, but it did, or something like I thought this would hit and it didn't hit?
Obviously, Fireball. People can't get enough of
Fireball.
that song. Honestly, most people, it's just like anything that's like a classic dance floor type of thing. I remember I was turning up to Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. That's that song got something in it. And obviously people on the dance floor is feeling the same way. They jumping up and down. But yeah, everything that's in that type of realm, Memories. I remember I played that because that was like my song in college. And I'm like, if I'm gonna play one song, I'm gonna play that song.
Memories,
and,
okay.
And they love that song too. So that translated well. That's just a couple things. Like, I feel like, not to say cliche, but the typical songs, they work for a reason, because
they do. I mean, they're playing at every wedding for a reason.
They work for a reason. They're timeless, literally. So yeah, that's just a couple of highlights. If I was to think, I can probably name a lot of stuff. But Cole was doing really good with reading the room, and people came up there with like requests and stuff like that. And most of the time, we already had it on the list, which is like, okay, either we played it or it's that's next.
Move it up the list.
Yeah. So the crowd understood the assignment to say, because they was coming with the same energy. It's not like we was playing dance music and somebody was like, okay, let's play stepping music or something completely different. So that's always nice, having a intuitive crowd too. Just having people that's like, they understand the vibe. Yeah. That, nobody wants a vibe kill, bro. Nobody wants a vibe kill. But yeah.
Were there any challenges?
Challenges? Not to say challenges, but obviously it's little hiccups with everything. I feel like one of the things that happened that I just don't know, but it was like the microphone. What was wrong with it?
Wasn't loud enough, or was feeding back?
Oh yeah, it was feeding back. It was the wireless microphone. The other like the wired microphone worked all good, but the wireless microphone, it was feeding back for some reason. Even when you just turned it on, it was behind the speaker. So that was just something that was like trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And Cole ended up figuring out. He said he just turned off the the thing that connects to the wireless microphone. I forget what it's called, but he turned that off, reset it, and then turned back on. I guess that's just maybe a bug or something, because it turned off and worked. Overall, the loudness of the venue, we was doing some testing. Like, I would go back and listen to like the loudness. It did seem like it was quiet for some periods.
Sure.
And I was like doing like pointing up and stuff like that. But then I don't know how that works overall, because you don't want it too loud. Because at a certain point, it was like, I guess, the cocktail hour when people are talking. So it's like,
dinner and speeches. And,
and it's like, you don't want to have the music too loud to where they got, hey man, how was, like,
over the music.
You know how that feels, a little awkward. But I feel like it was a good level overall. Obviously, when you get into the conversations where people are crowded, it's going to be a little louder. Yeah. But in general, if you're obviously close to the microphone or just in the area where it's a little quieter, it was cool. I feel like obviously every venue is different depending on the size, so you have to learn how to read the room with that. And obviously that's what having an assistant is good for. You guys thought that out well, because trying to turn it up and go and listen to it yourself would be a whole runaround and unprofessional. So just have it clean overall. But I feel like overall it worked, especially on the dance floor. Yeah, especially on the dance floor.
Yeah, they had actually reached out after that wedding because they weren't thrilled about the mic situation. We listened to them and we validated, and we talked to Cole and we talked to you, and like we gave him some money back, because we think it's important that, like, this wasn't what you wanted. There was some issues technically with that sound space. We're going to do a little more training with our team on how to, EQ that kind of stuff and be better. And some of the stuff was, there was a mismatch between what their expectations were and what we actually do. And I wanted to kind of, the theme of this podcast, I was hoping to talk about, what are the kind of things you should ask a DJ if you're a prospective couple looking to book a wedding DJ? What kind of questions should you ask, and what kind of things should you make known to that DJ about what your expectations are? And these are things, and I was going to see what you guys thought of, and I have a whole list of stuff too. But like, just generally when you're speaking with your wedding DJ, of course you need to cover your event timeline. Like, here's kind of what we're looking for.
All the basic stuff.
Your preferences, your technical needs. Yeah. But then there's like, really, you can get more and more details. You need to know their must plays, your don't plays, how you're going to handle guest requests, how the DJ handles transitions.
Yeah, I think that's a big one. I think that's a big one that a lot of people skip over. They just assume that DJ does the DJ thing, but there's a lot of DJs out there that can just either let the song fade and you'll hear the whole like 30-second outro, 45-second intro, or you'll get someone that mixes and cuts that out, or you'll get somebody that mixes every 45 seconds and it's like a club experience. And if that's what you're looking for, that's a very specific thing and style of DJing. And we're going to need 100+ songs if that's what you want, because we are cycling through music like that. Very true. Typically, if we play 50 songs and we're just cutting out that smaller fluff, right? Keeping the energy going, keeping the beat moving, keeping the lyrics moving. 50 songs can be about 3 hours, three and a half hours of music. Really? There's no reason, in my opinion, for a wedding specifically, to do the 45-second mixes, unless that's something you really, really desperately are looking for. But your guests are going to get tired. Yeah. Expect your guests to get tired very quick. It's not a club where people can come on the dance floor and then when other people come off, it's going to get filled by the people that have kind of been waiting. It's not going to do that. It's not a club. It's a wedding.
And I've been talking about like different eras of music you like and your musical taste. And I would say definitely tell the DJ, hey, we want an EDM style wedding, or we want a jazz, or whatever. If you have that specific vision for your event, don't be shy about telling your DJ that, and definitely listen to how they respond to that, because a wedding is an event. Of course, it's a celebration of your marriage. It should be your party, but if your goal is to hear the music you want to hear, then we can do that. If your goal is to have everybody dancing, that's a different challenge. Yeah. Because they may not all enjoy EDM music. All of your guests, grandma, the kids. Yeah.
Which is another conversation of like, is there any other places where we can spread that music around? Is there any of the music you like that won't work for dance floor? Can we do that during cocktail hour? Can we do that during dinner music? Can we please space some of that stuff around that's not as dancey? And let's.
My bad.
No, please.
Please.
I was gonna say, imagine EDM during cocktail hour.
Yeah,
they want it. They want it though. I mean, or like some light house. I mean, I get it. It's your day.
Jazz would be chill.
And that's mostly what we see, and that's also another conversation that we can have too, and that you should be having. It's like, well, we can do that if you want that, but typically we're gonna see this, and this. That's very untraditional. But if you'd like to do that, I may get some weird looks, but I'm happy to do that for you. Yeah,
DJing is such a weird job, because it's not like a plumber in that you just call them up and they have a problem, and can you come either install these pipes or fix these pipes or do something with the pipes? Yeah. With DJing, it's like, yes, I need you to come and do something with the music and the speakers, but I have notes about how you do that. And I have opinions about how you do that. And one of those things, of course, is music style, how you mix. But the other one is, if you're doing a wedding and you're emceeing to some degree, is your announcement tone. Right. And there's couples, they want a high energetic entertainer kind of DJ, somebody who's going to crack jokes, somebody who's going to like, let's go, grandma, like really get involved. Kind of like they're an entertainer. Right. Where they are the main focus of the wedding, and you're just going to get in line with whatever they do.
They're the performance.
Yes, they're the performance. Yeah. And as our company, I've seen that style of DJing, and I came from a company that did that style of DJing. I don't prefer that. Right. I prefer our brand to be more low key, where we're there to make announcements, to, make sure the trains are running on time, to provide good information, friendly, positive, enthusiastic, but we're not there to be the party. And I think this couple wanted us to be the party, and we're assuming that we were gonna be the party on the dance, be that performer style DJ, and that is not us. And I don't think that in their initial sales consultation that they mentioned that or asked questions related to that, because we would have told them, here's who we are, here's what we do, here's how we do it to some degree. That we're more that elegant, low-key, keep the focus on you and the guests having fun, not on us being the performer. Sure. That is, to me, a very key thing that you should ask when you're planning your wedding, when you're asking DJ companies what your style is, and find someone that's going to be a good fit for you.
Especially if it's non-traditional.
Yes.
If you're okay with just whatever, we just want our guests to be happy, just do the traditional. That's fine. But if you have a very specific thing you're looking for, talk about that early on.
I feel like also it probably, because you got to think about it, DJs and even your own profession, we're tapped in with our profession. People that's coming into a DJ type of world, they may not even know a slider or just different terms, which is respectable, because if a nurse gave me a single word, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what it means or pronounce it. But I feel like perhaps we probably could implement I don't know if it's like the process of actually booking a DJ or like what I'm saying, but we know every DJ has their own personality, and in the process of a person booking, it could be maybe a box, or during the call be like, okay, do you want like a calm DJ, or like the style of event?
Yes,
you can have like let them know in advance, so they won't because we can't read their minds.
Yes,
we can't read their minds. So
that's right.
It should probably be a section where so it covers us and them. So it's like, okay, we know this DJ is more calm, or we know this DJ can do half and half, and so it'll help us to move with more discretion in the future if we have an area where I was like, say pop style. EDM style, jazz club style, blah blah, just different styles to break it up so they can understand what we're getting into. And then if the DJ that does that, maybe the DJ just has to like transition into that, and or if the DJ's like, I'm not comfortable, like, you know what I'm saying, being more of a pop style, well, yeah, I can do a jazz club style for sure, because you know, obviously people like different type of vibes. So I feel like if we was just to implement that, that would just take a not a headache away from them, but anything that makes the process easier on both sides just makes it easier. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone wants to keep all their money in their pocket. So it's like at the end of the day, if we can make it easier for the customer, it would just remove some friction. Because thinking outside in, they probably didn't even realize that was different style DJs. They, like you said,
no, I mean, there was definitely some miscommunication.
They just
early
assumed
on. They assumed a lot. I mean, going in, they assumed that I was going to be their DJ, and they booked in February of this year on one of our most popular
last minute
dates,
booking,
and I've been booked for over a year on that date, and
really?
I could have let them know, and that's on me. I'm the one who does the sales call, and there's a lot of times where I do try and have those conversations and what they do like, and it's our second marriage, we're looking for something a little more low key, and I know which of our DJs kind of like that. Someone like Dave, someone like Kyle, who's kind of a little bit more chill in their standard personality anyway. Like that's usually those conversations I do like to have. The problem is that when we don't, and they just book right away, and then those conversations never get had, and it's just kind of that miscommunication, and I can't read their mind. I can't read their mind.
And our approach to sales,
tell me that that's what they want. I'm happy to explain how we kind of do things.
Our approach to sales is
some stuff, right?
Yeah, sorry. Our approach to sales is the same way as we DJ. Is that we're not going to give you the hard sell. We're not going to put a lot of pressure on you, ask you a million trillion questions, really dive into deep to what does it mean to have a wedding. You know, just tons of questions.
Definition of wedding.
Hard selling you, pressuring you. Ours is very much, hey, here's what we do. Here's who we are. And is this what you want? We really try to be cognizant of other people's time. We don't want to waste a lot of their time. We trust that if they have something that's important to them, that they'll tell us, that they'll speak up, and that we'll work with them on making that happen. And if they have something very specific and they speak up and that's not what we do, we're always very candid about that. That's not us. That's not what we do. Here's how we do it. We don't have that service. We can't offer that service. We're not going to rent or do anything to do that. It's just not what we do.
And expectation can change. Like, let's say they had 150 people coming to their wedding, mostly family, mostly friends. All their family now said they can't come. It's now an 80-person wedding with just their friends. It's like, why would we do the generational stuff? They just want a different type of experience. But they never shared the change. Like there's just some times where expectations change throughout the planning process because there's so many decisions that happen throughout the planning process.
That makes sense.
People to relay messages to, and unfortunately it just maybe 1 in every 50 weddings, something slips through the cracks.
And that's when we really do try to listen, validate, find out what went wrong. If there's more training that needs to happen on our end, that's what we do, and make it right for the couple with whatever that kind of looks like to them. But we're not perfect. We're also not mind readers, and we do the best we can with what we've been given.
I feel like it's a time and a place for like that style of DJ and that quick style. Because obviously, like the hype of the dance floor, you probably do want to do that because people don't. Right. But it's like, obviously, it really just depends on the couple. But like you said,
and song. I mean, I want to dance with somebody. This is my always go-to example. The song I want to dance with somebody. You can't do 45 seconds of that song. The whole point of the song is the build. It's the 3.5 minute build until we get to the highest key possible.
Do you want to dance?
And everybody's singing along. You can't do that for so many songs at weddings because a lot of people have memories singing the song with their best friends, and you can't cut out their favorite part that's coming up.
Understood.
It's a lot of ballads.
It's so much
you
of
can't
that.
Cut Don't Stop Believing.
Like that's the nuance there. You can't. I mean, people like the end. I mean, it sucks, but some of these songs, and there are songs you can. It's like Uptown Funk though. We get it. It's the same repeating song. Sure, maybe somebody likes it, but it doesn't like change and have this like life-changing chorus or like expect a build. It really just depends on the song and the couple and how dance floor is going. If nobody's out there, why mix every 45 seconds?
That makes sense.
They're just going to get annoyed listening to that.
That makes sense.
But if it's a hard dance floor and it's like, why not? Yeah, into Get Low, into Missy Elliott, into what's the one? Hips Don't Lie.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
to do that like little segment of like early 2000s rap, like all back to back, and into Holla Back Girl.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kind of just keep the bridge going. But
And our approach, and it literally stems from me, like my brand and how I like to do things, and it's how I've trained people to do things, is a more type B approach that we're going to be adaptable to people and adaptable to your dance floor and adaptable to what's happening on the ground. We like to plan. We like a good plan. But that's not there's a lot of people who are type A style DJs where they have a very strict plan. They have lots of questions. They have lots of questionnaires, lots of things you need to answer. So that day of, they're going to execute that plan to precision because that's the plan. We are very much, at least for me, and that this is how I've learned to do it, and this is because of just how I do it, is I get to know a good idea of the plan, and this is what you want, this is what you don't want, and then there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens that we don't expect, and we roll with it, and we're flexible, and we make the best thing possible, given all the stuff I know that we can have this great plan, and it immediately gets off plan, immediately gets offset, and the best laid plans can literally go awry, and then guess what? That's going to ruin this dance floor. Now we're going to have to cut this fun special moment that we were supposed to have. And now we're not doing sunset photos now, or something gets pushed back and changed in the plan, and it can ruin the night. And so I try not to be too attached to this rigid structure, but be adaptable to it.
I tell a lot of my couples to give me the order of events rather than the timeline of events, because it's going to get off. Your timeline's never... Even if your speeches are at 7:15, they're either going to go at 7:03 or they're going to go at 7:25. It doesn't
And it's
matter.
going to be okay.
Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Your dinner, you may want to come in for intros a little early because you don't want to wait out there anymore. We can do that. We don't have to lock you into your exact timeline. We have all the music ready to go. Just do what you want day of. And there are some DJs that stresses them out. Like, no, we have to stick to this timeline. It says 7:10 and we have to do it at 7:10.
Go get that couple, force them out there on the dance floor.
Cut the speeches too.
Even though they're still eating their
you
food.
Want to go do sunset? Go do. No, I'll be here when they're back. It's fine.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to throw a party. I'm gonna bring the energy up on the music. I call it warm the floor. You know, get them kind of dancing anyways.
Yeah.
So the you say the order of events rather, huh? So that's like more of the macro. I guess macro is termed in the timeline is more of the micro type of.
I'd like both, but ideally, like if I do only have one, just the general order.
That makes sense because that's like the big outlook of
the
everything.
big picture. Yeah, it's like we want to come in and we don't know what time it is, but we know that after cocktail hour we want to do intros. We want to cut our cake and do our first dance right away. We know that. We don't know what time it's going to happen, but we know that. And then right after that, we know speeches are going to happen. And then right after that, dinner is going to happen.
That makes
Knowing
sense.
the order is more intuitive because you can maneuver stuff around, in my opinion.
And it's just, and it's kind of hurry up and wait. We hurry up. We're ready to perform. Guests are arriving. We have music already playing. But I've been here for 2 hours set up, so I'm just going to be waiting until the guests arrive. You know, it's okay that the ceremony ran long, so now photos are going to be long. So now we're pushing back intros, but we have cocktail hour music playing. People are enjoying themselves. We're going to add a few more songs to that cocktail hour list, keep things going. When they're ready, we'll cut it, do the intros.
Like you said, being adaptable.
Yeah,
it's not going to be perfect.
But that's the system that's worked for me, and
some are.
how I
Some are
train
gonna be perfect.
our DJs. That's what works with our brand of our company, with how we do things. But there are people who are like, that doesn't, and I know several DJs, that's not how they do things. And their thing works for them. Like there's no right way.
No right or wrong. There's just different ways to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be some wrong ways, but there's a lot of different right ways to do it.
Yeah. I've just found the best way to be stress-free and perform and deliver when couples need it, rather than to just like decide for them. And because of the sake of the timeline, we have to force them into something they don't want to do. And you get whipped around. I mean, if you've gotten married before and planned a wedding, it's just your mind is, you're a million different places.
Yeah.
And I try to keep that in mind when I'm talking about, hey guys, dude,
Try and
I'm
keep
having
it quick.
Yes, I'm having a good time.
Try to be very
so
clear.
Here's the things that are next. Yes, give them one or two options.
Yes.
We can go right now, or do you want 5 minutes? You want a little more break? I'll come back and check in. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, and just allow them and even when I'm meeting with couples, I'm like, I just want you to enjoy the day.
Right.
I just want you to have fun. And so literally flexibility is the name of our game. All the time, these things change. I know we said this song, but another song. No problem. We're not doing a bouquet toss. Not an issue. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't add this to our do not play. Next. My wife hates this song. Next.
Yeah.
And it's the now.
Yes. And it's just embracing that we're just here. We're going to have fun no matter what. And just keep focused on that, enjoying ourselves, doing what feels right in that moment. If you want to talk to people, talk to people. But guess what? If you're not on the dance floor, there may not be as many people on the dance floor. Right. But if you're okay with that, we're okay with that. Have the wedding that you want to have. If you want a full dance floor all night, I'm going to recommend you be out there all night. I have learned in my experience as a DJ, the best dance floors have the bride and groom out there all night. That's just a fact. Every DJ who does this will agree.
There's a cigar bar and you're out there smoking a cigar, they're going to be by you. They want to be by you because they want to talk to you. You're
the celebrity.
You're the celebrity.
You're the reason for the party.
It was something you said, and I'm trying to remember. My mind's spacing out again. So basically, it's their day, and I feel like what we don't want is them thinking about it at the end of the day, because it's like if they're thinking about it, they can't. If you're you can't enjoy it. Think about like, okay, I don't have any kids, but if you have kids and you go to Disneyland, you're watching your kid. Like I'm trying to make sure
you're not enjoying Disneyland, but your
sweating
kids
and stressing,
and
pissed off because of how expensive it is.
Yeah. So it's like you don't.
No, this trip sucks. It's the best trip of the kids' life.
Exactly. The point is for them to be able to let go and be like, "This is perfect," because they're that's their day. They don't want to remember it being stressed or like, man, I can't wait to get home. They want to be in the relaxation state, and that's the point of the whole planning process, is to make sure we got backup in case something happens. Like you said, space to move around. So when they get there, all the planning was to stress. Now they're there, they can just let go because they have the faith that it's going to work out. Because there's so many exit points if it doesn't go as planned, and that's the good thing about having that structured type of thing and not being so tied on, because then you walking on tax trying to make sure nobody
just trust
wants
that your vendors have it taken care of.
Yeah.
That they know what you want in the order you want it, and just trust that they're gonna handle all that stress for you.
Exactly.
Enjoy all the choices you make.
Exactly. And that comes to them choosing a company that they have faith in, because if they don't, then you're gonna always be like, "Are you sure? Why is this not?" I'm like, "Okay, calm down. We got it. We got it. We're calm. That we got it. You chose us for a reason. Let us do what we came to do." I mean, in a respectful way, but yeah.
It is a relationship. They need to tell us, this is what we want. This is what we're looking for. A lot of times couples don't know what they want. That's okay.
That's okay.
I give them a couple options and let them pick.
No pun intended.
Yeah. And then they also tell us, day of, it's like, oh, I want this instead. Great. We'll make it happen. I don't know. What I don't want you is arms crossed, upset all night that I'm not playing the music you want, or I am playing the music you want and it's not having the response you want because your guests don't like the songs you picked.
Right.
But you told me stick to your list and not take requests. And you're mad that no people aren't dancing. People are going home. Like, and you're mad at me. And I'm like, I'm doing what you said you wanted. And, I'm not a mind reader.
It's
I
like
do my best.
contradicting themselves. But at a certain point, I'm sure when stuff like that happens, when people's like, okay, stick to our playlist, don't go outside of our playlist. I mean, you're going to respect that boundary.
Of course.
But it's like, you chose it. So, and we obviously might give you some, are you sure? Because this and that.
There's a time where it bites them. There's a time where it doesn't.
It does.
And
there's ones where they got it and they know
they get it and they're on the same page. And there's often times where they're not.
And that's where the wiggle room comes in, because say, okay, they're playing, it's going good, perfect, you knew it. And if it didn't, okay, they need to have the humbleness, I guess, to be able to come and like, all right, you were right. Do you have anything extra that?
Yes.
Matter of fact, I do.
I was do your thing. Do what you know works.
Exactly. Okay, cool. And I'll still work in some of your songs.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing. You can give me 50 songs, and it's okay if you want to limit me to just sticking to your playlist. That's fine. But there's with the 50 songs that we're given, that's usually around a 3.5 hour playlist. It's so rare that you'll be able to space out those songs in like 4 or 5 70s disco, and then like we could go to like some higher upbeat 70s or like 90s rap, and then like I don't know, like you can't really do like 2 or 3 song chunks because you're just hopping around so much, because oftentimes when it's a playlist like that, where it's not very dancing, it's just kind of what the couple likes to listen to. It's all over the place. There's no transitional songs. The speeds are all over the place.
Yes.
And it
key,
makes
everything.
the keys, everything. It's so much harder to mix, and it's a lot harder for the people to have fun and dance, because I'm over here also like
Frank Sinatra and Chapel Roan. You know, like
what do you want from me?
Yeah.
Crank that and sing.
And just imagine the person that dances to both of those.
Yeah. But it's
You know,
like
It's just me.
Great
I would.
artists.
I would.
I would.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it depends on how many beers I've had. I'd be
Yeah.
like, maybe I don't want Frank Sinatra
And
right
like,
now.
I like this song, but I'll just
I
listen.
like the song, but exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I think at that point, that perspective is like, okay, we're just playing music in our house. Because like somebody played music in your house, like,
Sure.
it's like you just turn on the speaker, you're just gonna play your whole playlist however you feel it. And when they give music and want to stick to that, they have to understand that's the vibe they're gonna get. Imagine
That's right.
the people where that's in your house,
No, definitely.
they're gonna turn up to some songs, they're gonna chill and relax. But if you are going to it with the perspective that I want this to be a party, well, you gotta understand that.
Be like a little wiggle
Yeah.
room. Like,
yeah.
But
I'm
it's
happy to look at all 50 of your songs. I'll probably play 35 of them, but like, let me do the interjection songs.
Yeah.
Let me
Just-
fill
yeah.
in.
Like you said, to keep in the category of stuff.
it's
because-
my belief
Exactly.
that that's what they're paying us for. Is really our knowledge and experience on how to throw a great party.
Exactly.
And
Amplified events.
yes,
To amplify
yeah.
the events.
But a lot of people think, a lot of DJs think I know best always, and a lot of couples think I know best always. And there's a middle ground where I think is amplified events.
I think we
Where-
both know a lot about
Yeah.
what you like and what you could like.
Yes.
I mean,
Exactly.
And we're in the service industry, you know, so you do get to, you know, pick out what you want, tell us what you don't want. But yeah, there's always that fine balance. And then also, of course, it sucks because sometimes you have these amazing couples and the crowd just has decided they're not going to dance. They're
that
not.
too.
They don't care.
Best playlist
You can
in
have the
world.
best music
it does
ever.
not matter. Like there's some times where it's a Sunday wedding. It's 90 degrees out, or it's
The weather's
outdoor,
not
the weather's
cooperating.
bad, or it's mostly older people, or it's like
Yeah.
we brought 30 children and it's a Sunday wedding and they all got to be asleep by 7.
Saturday
Wow.
after Thanksgiving, everyone is
Saturday
talked
after
out.
Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Anything after a major holiday. Nobody wants to be there and talk to each other.
They're
They
socialized
just did
out,
that. They
man.
Just
Yeah.
socialized.
Battery.
And they've already spent a lot of money.
They've already done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those ones, it's like, okay,
Hmm.
maybe we go home a little early. Maybe the music's a little bit more chill. Some of those definitely aren't as dancey. Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, oh, our family party sucked. We're ready to do this.
Yes.
I mean, it can go either way, but most of the time I feel like it falls on the front end of it's not very energetic after a major event or something like that.
Unless there's some benders, they just keep it going. Like
That's
just
what
like
I'm-
keep it going. Party 1, party 2. But I
Friday
mean,
through Sunday.
yeah, yep.
You can always tell the
100%.
people because they're like they've been to a wedding before and they appreciate like how much goes into it because they're like, I'm dancing, I don't care, I'm just going all in. I'm being a good
The
guest.
couple that just got married recently, they're having the most fun at the next wedding.
That's so funny.
They definitely are because we just did all that. We're having fun this time.
That's it.
Exactly.
They know exactly how much stress and money and planning went into this.
Yeah.
And so the best thing I can do as a guest is to really enjoy this party
Yeah.
that people threw for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the best type of crowd I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, also, I don't have too much else.
Yeah, no, I'm all good.
I think I'm all
Awesome.
good.
Manuel, thanks for coming on the podcast. We're really excited to have you join our team and continue to work with you. And yeah.
I appreciate you guys having me for sure. I can yap for years, so this is just right up my alley, especially talking about socializing and DJing and having fun and just making people happy. So I appreciate the opportunity to just yap. And like I said, the opportunity to even be a part of the company because I like to amplify lives, and amplifying events is helping me do that. So that's part of it. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We're glad to have you on the team, and we're excited to continue to work with you.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate y'all, vice versa.
We'll see you at your wedding.
See you, Jay.
Thank you.